Hello, fifth grade artists. We are going to be starting part 3 today. So we are making 3 lines that go across our very long vertical paper. Now I'm making 2 lines close to the edge and 2 in the middle. So pause it if you need to pause it. After you have created those lines, you're going to take your scissors and you are going to cut off that excess piece of paper so that we get these really nice curved edges. This will help the illusion for our op art that we will be creating. So we talked about how artists use these curved lines in their drawings to create these optical illusions. So we are going to be doing the same thing. So you can see I'm making some smiley face lines. Then in the next section, I'm going to make some rainbow lines going the opposite direction. And it kind of makes it look like these are curving in different ways. So now I'm doing my smiley face lines. And then at the top, I'm going to do my rainbow lines. After that, I'm going to do the opposite in this section. So I'm starting with my smiley face lines, and then I'm going to do my rainbow lines. So it should be opposite of what you started with on the other side. So just continue creating these curved lines throughout your drawing. When I finish with my lines, I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to keep 2 of them together and cut one of them apart from the others. That way I can split up my op art drawing when I attach it to my Zentangle. After I have cut them apart, I'm going to arrange it on my Zentangle in different ways. So you can see here, I'm trying to arrange it. I already attached it to my final piece, but you can see I put it sideways there, and then I cut off the excess Zen op art piece so that it wasn't hanging off the edge, so I just trimmed it. Then I had a little extra piece in the corner, and I attached that extra piece that I cut off in another area. Now we're going to start to create value, and this lightness and darkness of the color is going to help with the curved effect and the optical illusion. So I'm making it darker with the blue on the edges, and as it gets to the middle, it gets lighter. Okay, I'm even using my white colored pencil and blending it with my blue in the middle, and then I'm using my black colored pencil to create that darker edge. When I am picking my colors, I am using those color theory pages that we completed on our sketchbook to pick my colors. And I would like you to do the same thing. So I'm using this blue-green color, and I decided to use a pinkish reddish color because green and red are complementary colors. That's what we learned about in 4th grade last year. So I am making these every other stripes be the blue-green, and then the red kind of pinkish color on in between it. When you blend with your darker value, when you are using that with warm colors, I use brown to mix it. When I'm mixing my darker value or hue with my warm colors, my cool colors, I'm going to use black. So you can see here I'm using my pinkish reddish color, which is a warm color. And then I'm going to mix my brown to make that darker part of my shade. I'm going to shade in some of the brown on the edges. I am mixing some of the brown into my reddish pinkish color to create that nice dark shade. When I finished with my complementary colors, I decided to pick another color theory for a different one of my op art columns. So this next one, I decided to use the primary colors because they create all the other colors on the color wheel, and those are really special colors. So I decided to create a pattern with my primary colors. To help me with my pattern, first I started with red, and I remember it is going to be lighter in the middle, and I'll add some white to that, and then I will mix some brown into the edges of it. But before that, I'm just kind of planning out where my colors will go so I can do one color at a time. So I'm just really helping me continue that pattern. I am trying to mark where all the reds will be so I can do the reds all at once. I am starting to create some value by how hard I push with my colored pencil. So on the edges I'm pushing a little harder to make it darker red. Then as I get to the middle I'm doing it lighter, and then get darker again to the other side. Next I will start to take my brown and really darken up those edges to create an even nicer value. After I use my brown, I'm adding my white to the middle to really try and lighten up some of those white spaces to give it a nice shine. For part 3, I'm only going to have you complete one of these columns. You can see I did that one and then that little half piece that I glued on. So that only includes one, and then you can stop. We'll do the other two next time. Thank you.